Enjoy this Goldilocks Productions presentation of the Joyful Finding Show with your host, Melissa Parks.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Joyful Finding Show. I am the producer, and Melissa seemed to have had some issues. She was getting ready to come on, and the call dropped. So we're just going to give her a moment to call back in. In the meantime, please, callers, please remain on the line, and your calls will be taken shortly. Here she is, our beautiful, joyful Melissa is back. Hello, dear.
Yay! Can you hear me this time? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay, so the technical difficulties are on my side this time. Awesome. Well, the fun and the joy we're having with all this. Awesome. All right. Well, now that you can all hear me, welcome to Joyful Findings. I'm so excited to be back today and that you could actually tune in. And sorry for the technical difficulties. Sometimes when the energy gets so high, there's usually some kind of electrical current going on, and sometimes it's on the producer's side. This time it was on my side. It's so funny because when she's like, I can't hear you, I'm like, whoa, what do you mean you can't hear me? I'm like, I hear you. And then it said call failed, which is really, really weird. So love that energy. They're just trying to bring through lots of love today. As I started out saying before when you couldn't hear me, that there are lots of hearts that I started drawing. I always do a little bit of automatic writing before I start just to see where we're going with this because I don't bring anything to the table. Melissa kind of like steps aside and like allows us to talk to you through what is important for moving forward, okay? And a lot of the things that they were first they started out with lots and lots of hearts. It's so awesome that there's just so many hearts on here. And it's just like hearts. And I think I got up to about 39 or 40 hearts. So just imagine all that. And some of them were circles. So I feel like some people's hearts are getting ready to burst open. So allow them to burst open. Allow the energy that's flowing through today to really help you move forward. Whatever forward is for you, let go of any expectations you have attached to that. And just know that you're moving forward with the greatest grace, okay? It's like you're moving in this, and they're lighting me up right now. So feel that energy, feel the goosebumps if they're coming through, feel that energy, and allow that to really heal you and help you really recognize who you really are. So that some of the other things they were writing is they wrote joy, 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 and they wrote that 3 times, and then with an arrow, and it shifted. So a lot of people are really starting to shift into their joy. Some are still struggling, and I'll probably get into that later, but let's talk about those that are finally starting to open up and really starting to recognize that they need to move into things that are going to make them happy. So joy, joy, joy. So a lot of you are going to start finding your joy, which is so awesome. And then I'm coming to you from my lanai again here in Sarasota, Florida, and I was like, as soon as I, sat down about a half hour ago, I'm like, what kind of animals will show up today? And then as soon as I said that, the dragonfly flew by. So pay attention to your surroundings. And a lizard's been hanging out with me all morning, so he's here too. So, woo, all that exciting stuff. And they really want you to be in the moment, right? So be in the moment right now. Don't think about what you have to do later. Don't think about what you had to do, that you didn't accomplish earlier. Just be in the moment right now, feeling that joy, feeling that energy, and just standing within that power. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm so excited that you guys could join me today, and I know if you don't listen to it now, you hear me later. You're all starting to really connect and open up, and it's so funny because our journeys are really starting to intertwine. So even if you thought you would never meet someone like me, maybe it's time you do. Or it's so weird, just, as I call it weird, but it's not. That's my human part saying that. The synchronicities that are unfolding in front of us right now, chance meetings that we feel like are chance meetings, which are absolutely supposed to be happening. Everything's being lined up. Just feel that. Just own that. It's just, they show me it's like rolling out a carpet in front of you, and it's like you're making your path easy for yourself. It's really, really, really important that we start making things easier for ourselves. And I was thinking about this earlier, and I probably have talked about this before, but retraining our brains, getting out of fear mode, doubt mode, starting seeing all the possibilities that are actually truly in front of you, and really start creating joy from your thoughts and creating from your desires that you really want to have in your life, and stop settling for less, and stop getting into those places that bring you into those depressions or make you sad. If you feel like you're struggling, open up, to start telling some people what's going on in your life, because not everyone is going to know unless you start talking. So again, start talking, right? Okay, so we're going to talk about throat chakra again this week because I feel like that's important. So the throat chakra, right? It's all about talking our truth, about standing in our truth. And when we really start to open that up and we start to talk our truth, people, I tell you what, it just comes out of your mouth. Even sometimes when I try not to say the truth, it just rolls right on out, and I'm like, boy, I didn't mean to say that. But you know what? It was meant to be said, and I'm standing in my truth, and I'm not biting my tongue anymore. I'm not swallowing these words. I'm not letting them fester inside my body anymore, where it created anger, it created depression, it created all kinds of different things within me. So there's lots of ways that you can start retraining your brain not to go into those places anymore, but you also have to change your life circumstances. If you're not happy where you're at, where are you going to be happy? What does happy look like for you? I say start out with a blank page and go, all right, if I had to create my life from this day forward, what would that look like for me? What do I really want to have in my life? And don't include the things that you don't want to have, or even some of the things that are in your life right now. It's like a brand new dream. What do you want to create from this day forward, So that's awesome. So I'm excited that you're all here, and I'm excited that I actually have some listeners today, so I'm very happy. Thank you for calling in and listening, and even if you have questions. And it looks like I do have a first caller, and that area code, it looks like my area code. I'll take that call from 941.
Hi.
Hi. Who is this? Who am I talking to today?
My name is Carla, and I don't know you personally, but you're on my Facebook page.
Oh, well, awesome, Berla. I'm glad you called in today. How can I answer any questions for you today?
I was wondering what you see with my business. I'm looking for a new office space, and you recommended you saw a place, but it was too small for me. I was wondering, when do you see me getting an opportunity to find another office space?
Okay, let me tap into that for a minute. Okay. Are you looking in a specific area?
More in Sarasota County.
Okay, because I feel like you are going to be in Sarasota County. I felt like you were going to be, and I feel like the place isn't open yet. I feel like it's coming available very soon. It's almost like, I feel like in October. I feel like whatever it is emptying out right now and becomes available in October, because you're looking for something like with 5 offices, I guess, with a reception area, I'm feeling, somewhere in that range. But it feels like it's going to be available very soon. So right as soon as we get into October.
Okay. And will I be working because I work for myself, but will it be in an office with other people or by myself? I feel like you're going to take on other people within this space.
So whatever it is, you're like the charge person. So if you want to rent out space, or if people do the same thing you do and you want to hire them on or whatever, then you could do that too.
Oh, okay. And I'll be able to afford the rent and everything?
Oh, absolutely. Because once you finally find that spot, it's going to be a little scary when you find it, because you're going to feel like it's probably a little bit more money than what you would like to pay. But as soon as you believe that, you put that down, and the universe is like, all right, we got your back. You're going to make tenfold that, and your overhead's going to be taken care of.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for calling in.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a fantastic day. Awesome. Yeah, and people in business, I feel like you guys, like entrepreneurs, or if you feel like you're ready to be that, I feel like you guys are really ready to take a new step forward, to really open up. And the reason I can say that is I can feel that for myself, too. I still feel like I'm walking very blindfolded, and I don't know what it looks like yet, but I know what it feels like, so I'm going with that right now. Because sometimes there's a lot of people that are walking around in a fog right now. I've run into this a lot this week, where you're just like, don't know where it's going, but you feel okay where you are right now and that you're moving forward, but it's not clear. It's like we have this blindfold on and we're walking with our heart out in front of us and we're letting that guide the way. So it's like allow yourself to, and it's 111, I love that. It's allow yourself to guide the way. So it's like guiding your heart. It's allowing yourself to really get into that groove of where you're going, even though it doesn't have an end answer that you're looking for. Because we as humans want to know things. We really want to know things, and it's not really important all the time. We just think it is sometimes. Excuse me. Awesome. I got another call. I'll take that from area code 917.
Hello.
Hi. Who are you and where are you calling from?
Ellen, and I'm calling from New York.
Oh, welcome. How can I help you today?
I have another career-oriented question. I'm doing a job search because I'd like to change positions. Can you pick up any information regarding what would be my next best step?
Sure. And will you just say your name again for me?
I'm sorry?
Can you just say your name again for me?
Ellen.
Ellen, thank you. All right, Ellen. Okay, so with the whole job career thing you have going on, it's like you are ready to step it up a notch, okay? It's kind of like what I was just talking about. So whatever you're doing now, you're taking that to the next level. Do you want to be your own boss? Because I feel like you want to start doing something on your own, but I feel like you're going to stay within a career while you build that on the side. So I feel like you actually have two things going on. Because I feel like there's some kind of hobby or something, because they keep showing me your hands moving a lot. So you have some kind of hobby that either you're going to be doing or should be doing or are doing to add to that. Does this make sense to you?
Well, it might develop that way, but no, I don't have a hobby or something like that I'm trying to develop into a business of its own. I'm anxious to switch jobs right now. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just know you have that sitting on the side, so whatever that is, that's something you've been thinking about for a really long time, but you've got it, like, under a shelf or on the shelf, or just it's set aside for, and this comes back from a long time ago. But now let's bring it back to the current thing that you'd like to do. So in changing those jobs, I feel like your job search needs to go out another 10 miles, if that makes a difference or not, because they show me a larger circle. Like if you're in the center, bring it out at least another 10 miles from wherever you've been searching out right now. There's more money on the way. They also show me that you're going to find much more joy within this next job. And I feel like it's something you've already applied for. Have you been applying lately?
Yes, I have. And I'm trying to network now to, like, increase my area. And also, when you're talking about 10 miles out, is that metaphorical or physical? Metaphorical instead of, like, expand my reach, expand what I'm thinking about? Or is it, like, geographically?
Both.
Okay.
It's going to be both. They want you to think outside the box, outside of your comfort zone. So even if it's like you're looking within 10 miles, reach it out just a little bit just to see what's there. So it kind of gives you this, and metaphorically too, because it helps expand that you're opening up to more. So what you truly desire is, and what they show me is this beautiful funnel of light coming out of the top of your head starting to create that.
Wonderful. That's great imagery.
So it's like, can you feel that? It's amazing.
Wonderful.
I know. They won't let me put my arms down either, so it's going to keep funneling in.
Enjoy it.
you enjoy it too, because you're finally starting to step outside of your comfort zone, and you're starting to create all those possibilities that you thought were not. So you got out of your comfort zone, you're stepping outside of that box, and you're starting to create a lot more joy in your life, and you're going to do that through this job and everything else in your life too.
Thank you so much. I love the message.
You're welcome, Ellen. I appreciate you calling in today.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Awesome, awesome, awesome. See, there's lots of job changes coming up. I've noticed that a lot recently. People are getting sick of jobs they've been in, whether you've been in it 5 years, 10 years, 1 year, 6 months. It's all good. It's like you're getting out of what you don't like, right? And it took me a long time to realize to get out of what I didn't like, because I tried to keep getting in things that I felt like I was supposed to be doing, and they never really brought joy, So now that I do this is what I do all the time. I talk to people, I help people, I empower people, I make that connection, and all of you are really starting to make that connection too. That's why you're making these changes in your life. And it makes me so happy that you guys are actually doing this. And it's only going to continue to get better from here. So, it's what you think. If you believe that everything's going to be better from this time forward, it's just going to continue to happen. And, so really get out of your way in what you're thinking and create something better for yourselves. It's magic, people. It's truly magic. So allow yourself to really do that. So with all that fun, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you guys about a continuation of my story last week. Maybe it's going to make you go back and listen, or what I have to say will be enough for you today. But last week I brought up that I had this rat situation where they kept coming in. They would bring their food in. They would hang out in my lanai area, and they're really causing me to have to clean it. And I've talked to them. I was very polite to them. I think they love me, you know what I mean, because they feel the energy, they feel the light, and they've really made me really get rid of a lot of stuff. So I really need to thank them an awful lot, because they really helped me clear this space. I mean, I've cleared this space in the last month probably 5 times. And when I did it yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes, it was yesterday. When I did it yesterday, I spent a good 3 hours on it, and I started taking loads of stuff to Goodwill and to whoever I could give it to and get rid of, and put some stuff up for sale, and just really cleaning house. And I didn't realize until yesterday how much stuff I'd still been holding on to. And I've talked about this clearing my space now probably since I started this show. And every time I get into a groove, something stops me. And I've put on my brakes for whatever reason. Maybe life got in the way, maybe the kid got sick, whatever might have gotten in my way. But now it's like I'm really, truly simplifying my life. And now that I can see more space within this lanai that I'm calling you from today and talking to you from today, it feels amazing, okay? And I didn't notice any signs of them last night after I cleaned and I blocked all the rest of their holes again. So hopefully I'm actually keeping them outside in a safe space for themselves right now, which is good. You know what I mean? So everything comes into our lives for a reason, whether it's people, places, things, or animals. You know what I mean? As I'm sitting here right now, I see this big lizard. He's a big daddy. You can tell because he's big. He's one of the bigger ones I have around here. So it's like be in the moment, take care of your space, take care of you. And I've noticed a lot of people are kind of getting burnt out a little bit out there, too. Whether you're a light worker or not a light worker, just remember to take the downtime. Self-care is important. Recognizing what you truly need for yourself is important. These are things that we usually put on the back table because we feel responsible for our mothers, our fathers, our children, our spouses, anyone but ourselves. We feel like we have to take care of the world. Really, we have to start with taking care of us, which is awesome. And trust me, it took me 40 years to figure that out. So, if you're still figuring it out, it's okay. Everybody is on their journey. We have to remember that, too. So another thing that's been coming up a lot is people really are awakening to their ability. This makes me so excited. I've talked to several people this week that are like, they're seeing things, they're feeling things. They may not always understand it, but they are totally starting to open up and starting to actually recognize that these are abilities. They're trying not to hide them. They're starting to talk about them, not just to me, but to other people. So it's pretty amazing how all this is really starting to come together. I'm really excited to see what we do as humanity when we come together and spread so much more love, joy, happiness, togetherness. It's amazing. It's truly, truly, truly amazing. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. And the energies and the vibrations that are coming off me today are so amazing. I feel like my heart is radiating. I feel like I'm vibrating from head to toe. So if you guys are feeling this, tap into that. That's your highest selves. That's the highest guidance. This is a God, whoever you want that to be as your highest source. It's allowing you to really make better judgment calls for yourself. Because like I said, our human mind really gets in the way sometimes. That's where the fear lies and the doubt lies, and it kind of comes in and tries to play tricks on us so that it stunts our growth, okay? And really, I want you guys all to grow. I've seen lots of people lately, and they're growing so much, it's like Jack and the Beanstalk, and their stalk is just taking off and going. And that's up into the clouds where we can't see. It's the unknown, right? So enjoy the ride. This is so awesome. So awesome. Awesome. And it looks like I have caller number 3, which will be area code 610.
Hello.
Hi. Where are you calling from today?
From Pennsylvania.
Hi, and your name?
My name is Sonia.
Sonia. How can I help you today, Sonia?
I'm just wanted to see, if, I don't know exactly how this works, if I could ask a question.
Sure, ask me a question.
Right. I don't know if you, pick up anything, and you have any messages for me from any spirit guides or maybe from someone who had passed away, anything at all of that nature.
Well, I can tell you right now that you're surrounded by 6 beings. 6 beings of light and 6 beings of love. And it's kind of funny because it's like, not funny at the same time, but when they show me the pictures in my head, it kind of looks cartoonish, right? So you have these 6 figures standing around you right now, and they are like, it's almost like you're in a protection mode because they're circled around you, and they're whispering in your ear. Can you hear them? Do you hear them? Is that something you do? Something you want to do?
No, yeah, I wouldn't even know how to identify them if,
Okay, well, the first way that I was able to identify it is that voice you hear in your head that comes from love and light. That's not your own, because we usually feed ourselves negative information, and they're like, oh, this is awesome, let's wake up, So it's kind of like a different tone, it's a different voice kind of thing when you know that it's not yourself. But they stand around you, and they are comforting you, and they are trying to, lift you up. So I don't know what you're going through right now, but they're definitely trying to lift you up. And do they have any names? No, they're not going to give me any names right at the moment. They just show me, have you ever seen that candle? It reminds me of a candle where there's angels all the way around, and then the candle burns in the middle. It's kind of like what they're showing me, but they're face in, not face out, because they want to talk to you. So, I feel like this is going to be an opening for you. And they also talk about love, okay? So they just wrote that 3 times. So love, love, love. They want you to start loving yourself more, and then that's going to create an easier path for you, because they show me that things haven't always been so easy, and now they want to help you ease up that path through love. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, good. Because they really want to emphasize the love, because they're making me underline it like 100 times. I mean, it feels like a lot. But it's like they want you to step outside of your comfort zone. They're like, so because I feel like you're ready to. I feel like you know what? It almost feels like you're a bottle of champagne right now and someone shook you up and now they're ready to pop the cork. So whatever you have going on, there's an excitement that's ready to take place. You have a lot of exciting things that are going to start taking place for you. Whatever you've been through is now, it's like you're getting ready to make that celebration because they show me the cork popping and there's a crowd of people. So that could be all these guides that I see standing around you because it's a mixture of guides and angels. So you have a mixture of two. It's so funny. Why are they taking so long to show themselves? They're like showing themselves a little. But it's like they're showing that there's much excitement and there's much to be starting to be moving forward about now.
Okay.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Yes.
Is that going well?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Because they show me, like, in the relationship, there's, like, this, I'm not even sure how to describe this, but I feel like if you guys talk more, the relationship will grow more because they show me, like, there's a little bit of, and they're making me clear my throat. I feel like guys need to talk more. That must be important. But I feel like you guys need to communicate a little more.
Okay.
But everything's going to start working out for you because I feel like you're opening up. And they just told me one of the names is Joe. Joe. They just finally told me his name. Mm-hmm. Joe.
Okay.
Joe, like it was a guy, not a girl. So sometimes I have to clarify.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have anything else for me?
Yeah. Do you pick up anything about like my career, my present job, where I'm at?
Okay. Well, I feel like you're one of the other people that are ready to change jobs if you're not working already. It's like they want you to start with a blank piece of paper and write down all the things you like about the jobs you've already had in your life, because I feel like you like people and I feel like you like numbers or whatever. They're like, write all those things down so you can kind of like make it your dream job, right? Because you want to have joy every day when we go to work. So they're like, put all that together and tell the universe, this is what I'm looking for, and then all of a sudden all these things fall on your lap.
Okay.
That coincides.
I mean, I was asking more about my present job. Yes, I am employed. I've been in this company for 2 years, and yeah, it's a very nice place.
But either there's advancement to come. I feel like there's more for you to be doing. You know what I mean? So there's either advancement, more money. So go for it. They're like, go.
Do you see, because I haven't been presented with any opportunities yet, do you see that coming up, like, opportunities for advancement?
Well, I feel like the opportunities are coming once you tell the universe what you're looking for. So the universe is waiting to hear from you so that they can place those opportunities in front of you.
I see. Okay.
We are powerful beings that we get to do this now. It's awesome. Okay. And they show me you have lots of connections, too. Just open up to people about what you want to do or if you want to advance where you're at and just allow yourself to expand. Because they show me you have lots and lots and lots of support.
Yeah, I mean, I've made it known to our HR manager, and she's like, all the positions that we have are on our website. That's pretty much it. So I thought, I said I wanted to mention in case something came up internally, but, that was yesterday, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, then just keep telling people, even if it's HR, people out of HR, people in other companies that you might know about that have similar jobs, they want you to start talking about it because the more you dream about it and see yourself sitting in whatever position that is. So if you already see that position within the company that you're at right now, like maybe you see yourself moved up to management or something, see yourself already sitting in the office, see yourself walking in every morning and putting your purse down or whatever, see yourself already doing it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for calling in today.
All right. Bye. Thanks.
You're welcome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. See, I told you all you guys are ready to change your jobs. If you're not doing your dream job already, what is that? It's time for you to start dreaming about it and start creating that. You know, and I think that's part of my problem because I don't even know what I dream of anymore. It changes all the time. What I dreamed about 5 years ago is not what I dream about now, but everything that I do dream about does come. So, you know, in one way, shape, form, or another, you know, and I can use anything as an example about manifesting. You know what I mean? They want me to give an example of my life again. So I always put it out there that I wanted to have this beautiful sectional couch in my living room, right? But I always knew, back then I knew that I couldn't afford it, right? So I'm like, all right, I'll just live with what I have. And then one day, all of a sudden, someone was giving away a sectional couch. It was in perfect shape. So you just know that whatever you're dreaming about, whether it's a piece of furniture, that job, I told the story last week about finding my house, you know what I mean, where I needed to live, you know, because sometimes we look at so many different things, we get so confused, we get all frustrated in it, you know, and sometimes we try too hard. And sometimes all we have to do is ask and wait a little bit, and then everything is provided for us. You know, that's how we're going to start really manifesting our stuff. And some of it can come immediately, and some of it may take a couple of days or it may take a week. You know, it's just like me trying to manifest these reps out of my lanai, even though they would only come in and eat. They weren't trying to nest here or anything. It's so weird. They were just leaving random spots. But anyway, that's a whole other story in itself. But it's like it made me clean out my space, right? So I had to I had to start looking at everything I own and go, do I love this? Does it bring me joy anymore? And no, it doesn't. It's been collecting dust for a year. I don't need it anymore. You know what I mean? So everything's starting to really change for us. And I feel like we have to do it internally. I feel like a lot of people are taking those deep dives within right now and really finding out about themselves, uncovering who they really are, recognizing what your patterns are so you can break them. It took me a long time to even recognize that we had patterns until I recognized there's patterns in everything, just like numbers. Numbers run patterns, right? And so everything we end up doing in our life is a pattern. And apparently I must still have an issue with that since I'm having to clear my throat. So it's like we are breaking a lot of patterns. We are starting to create new patterns that bring joy, right? Because some of us are creatures of habit. We need a routine to get in. So if the routine you're in right now is not working for you, create the one that will work for you. And don't try to fit into somebody else's category of what that looks like, because that's not how it works. You are you. You are you. You are responsible for you. So you are responsible for the choices that you make and the dreams that you desire and the things that you settle for. So open up and start dreaming big and see what happens for you. I'm so excited for all of you because there's so many great changes that are starting to take place, and it just amazes me. It really just does. And the connections that we're really starting to make are really coming together just because we're supposed to. It's really time. So if you're starting to meet the people that you really feel like are your tribe members, you know, your soulmates, and I don't necessarily mean love relationships, but people you connect with, you know, that you feel like you've known each other forever. And they're not negative, but they're still on the positive path of moving forward. I feel like a lot more people are really starting to meet up with their people, you know, and we all contracted to get together at this point in our lives to help create a better earth. So we are looking for, some of you are still going, what is my purpose? Well, your purpose is to create joy in your life first, and then it's about creating joy outside of ourselves, because more people are creating joy, and as we all come together as this collective, we start to create more joy. Now, isn't that wonderful? We start, and they show me this as a wave, you know, not like a tsunami or whatever, but a nice wave, you know, so it like allow that energy to flow through you, and the more that we step and stand in our love, you know, and create the desires that we want, it's just fantastic. Fantastic. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me now. So you guys can always find me on my website at IamMelissaParks.com. And just today, I set up a new links page because I have people I love out there that I want to share on my webpage. If you guys go there, go to IamMelissaParks.com and go under the links and look up Lanka Hansa Art. Oh, my God, some of it will blow you away. Some of it is like Metatron's Cube and the Matrix and all these other things. I forget all the names she had for them, but they're very opening. They kind of like hit you. You'll see what I mean when you go check it out. And, of course, I have Wild Ginger on there, Crystal Cave, and, of course, my producer, Goldilocks Productions, is on there. And I'll have more on there as I find more people that I love that I should be sharing. I just threw it on there today because I felt like that was important. And it's about spreading the love and the joy. It's not all about me. It's about us spreading joy as each other, for each other. I share people that I appreciate. Just like if you follow me on Facebook, I share a lot of good messages, and I share them from other people. They don't even really come from me, but I'm like, all right, that has meaning. I need to share that with the world because I love that. Someone else is going to love that. Or even if it's a message about helping you open up, I am there to help you open up. It's just amazing stuff. So anyways, yeah, check out my website, IamMelissaParks.com, and you can always find me by phone if you want to call and make an appointment or whatever, 941-266-9250. And on Wednesdays and Fridays from 2 to 6, you can find me at Wild Ginger Apothecary here in Sarasota, Florida, in the Gulf Gate area. It's a fun little groovy town. It's almost remodeled. You'll have to come check it out. It's an amazing space. The energy has shifted too. Everywhere I go, the energy seems to be shifting, and it's so funny. They're going to have to bring up driving again because the energy hasn't shifted while I'm driving yet. So people, we don't need to be in a hurry to get where we're going. Spirit will get us there on time. The lights will change for us at the right amount of time if we need to be there at a certain time. It's like funny because sometimes I'll get stuck at a light twice, which happens to me quite a bit lately, at a light that it's never done it to me before. And it's a left turn lane that would usually let me go first. No, they don't even, it doesn't even change. So it makes me sit there. So everything happens for a reason. And these people that end up flying past me, I end up meeting you at the light, so you really didn't get there any faster than me. So I kind of chuckle as I'm driving around now since I have to do a lot of that. But I also bubble up while I'm driving. So and bubbling up is protecting me, my car, my kids, and everything around me. My energy, because, sometimes I'm very sensitive to even people in the next car. Especially all you empathic people that pick up people's energies. I like to picture myself like Glinda the Good Witch and the Wizard of Oz in my pink translucent bubble where I can see out and people can see in, and that energy can push out all the negativity. But I can still see everything that's going on, and nothing is clouded, there's still clarity, so which is awesome. So try that the next time while you're driving. Just bubble up and see what happens. It's a beautiful thing. I feel like I'm supposed to share that since Florida is getting ready to have our season, which means all the tourists are getting ready to come back and bombard us and increase traffic. But it's about creating that bubble, that space. And also about that bubble and that space, that's what you're doing with your journey. You're containing that within your journey. You know what I mean? That journey is your bubble. What are you doing in your bubble? What are you creating in that bubble? Don't worry about what other people are creating. Only worry about what you are creating. And I use that word wrongly. I should not use the word worry because that word is wrong. You should take care of what's in your bubble. You should look after what's in your bubble. You should love what's in your bubble. And if there's things that aren't in there that you don't like, you need to change it. You're the only one that can do it. We can give great advice, but you are the only one that are the masters of your change, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, my next caller is coming in from area code 856. Hello? Oh, she hung up. Okay, no worries. Sorry for hanging up, lady. I send you love because I feel like whatever you had to ask was important, but they're sending out a total love vibration, and they're doubling it up now. It's they're doubling up the love vibration. There's a lot of people out there that need some extra love, and it's not just people that are going to tap into this show. It could be people that you already know in your lives that are suffering, whether there has something's gone wrong in their life or they're just not happy. I've seen a lot of people with depression lately, and I send lots of love so that they can break through whatever that is that's creating that for them. Because I've been there, and back, they're taking me way back. I don't know why I need to go way back, but anyways, they just took me way back into my childhood. And I was depressed a lot of the time, and I can think back now that I'm happy that I'm not that same little girl anymore, and that I've learned and grown from that. And trust me, life threw some other circumstances at me that brought me back into that situation again. It's been like a roller coaster. You know what I mean? And I would have to say that my life truly started to change when I was 40. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That was for me. Everyone's different, but for me, 40 was like this big change for me. And since then, I've just been on this constant road of change. And it's just a beautiful thing. So just know that no matter what age you're at, change is a beautiful thing. It's scary at first, but it becomes this beautiful, 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 beautiful thing when we let go and just allow, which is awesome. All right. So now I have my next caller from area code 860. Hello. Hello. Who are you?
Hi. I'm Amla from Connecticut.
Hi.
Hi.
How can I help you today?
Can I ask an intuitive question?
You may.
Okay, awesome. So, I was wondering, when you see me in a committed relationship, specifically, I feel ready.
All right. Let's see. Committed relationship.
Yeah.
And you have not met the person yet?
No, not at all.
No, I can see you haven't. I don't see them in your circle. Somewhere near the holidays is when you meet the person. I feel like you are ready. They're not ready yet. And I can see you together as a couple by the end of the year, but it's not like it's something you grow into. At first, it's not something you're like, oh my God, I'm in love. It's like, yeah, maybe, because you still kind of question a little bit what you're wanting. I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling for you right now. But it's like, they're like, push that out of the way and see it for what it really is. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Sometimes when they show me this stuff, and they show me like pushing like these curtains out of your way, you know what I mean? So it's like, look at everything for what it really is rather than through whatever that curtain is. I don't know what that curtain is.
The rose-colored glasses, that's exactly it. It's like, my attitude now is that show me that you care. I'm serious. Because that's what I do. I show it. I don't say it. I mean, I could say it all I want, but you gotta show it. I mean, it's not about getting flowers either, you know, per se. No. And it's interesting. I just have one thing to say. My girlfriend was talking about, she just turned 50, and she was just all like, oh, but, you know, like the pros and the cons, and she's like, but he gave me flowers. I'm like, well, if that works for you, that's great, but there's more than just getting flowers.
Correct. There's much more. You know what I mean? There's got to be, it's got to fill all your wants and desires within a relationship. Like if there's red flags, you know what I mean? If there's a red flag, don't ignore the red flag. Go, all right, I don't want that in my life. You know what I mean? Even if there's like 50% is good and 50% bad, is like, that's still not a good balance in a relationship.
Yeah. So do you feel like I kind of know him, or is it completely somebody new?
It's somebody new, because I don't feel like they're in your circle, and I don't feel like it's someone. No, it's somebody definitely new.
Okay.
New. They said that 3 times. New.
So you're saying basically I'm ready, but they're not, per se.
Correct. And you guys, because I feel like you're doing a little bit more self-care in that meantime before the relationship starts to happen. I feel like you're decluttering the rest of your life.
Yes. So do you feel like we
step
meet
into
as
that
friends at first, and then
I do feel like you meet as friends first.
Okay.
It's not like you're on a dating website and you find each other that way or anything. No, it's meeting in person at some kind of function.
Okay.
Because there's
Do
lots
you feel
of people.
like I meet him? Do you feel like I meet him, like before, like what month I meet him or anything like that?
October into November.
Okay. It's interesting because I just wrote a book, and my not that I'm looking for it, but my first book signing is the first weekend of October. and it's going to be huge. It's like, this is my first book, so I'm going all at it. I've never been married, so this is my party for me. So I'm excited.
Oh, that is so awesome. Good for you, because that's going to be an eye-opener for you and for the people around you, so have fun with that. You definitely could meet them through a function like that, because like I said, it was like a function. So if you're doing a book signing, that's a form of a function. So have fun.
I hope. I know I'm going to have
away.
fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. This is so fulfilling, and like when you do with passion, like what you do, you know, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like work at all. So.
Because it's not work. I say I'm getting up and going to joy. I mean, I still have to call it work so people still understand it, but it's not. It's joy. I'm getting up and going to joy. So keep following your joy, because that's going to lead you to all the happiness, relationship, financially, everything that you desire.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to tell you and keep you updated.
Okay,
when
I look forward to that phone call.
All right. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Take care. Thanks for calling
All
in
right,
today.
you too. Bye.
Hey.
You too.
Oh, yay. Awesome. You guys are so awesome. You people out there are just so awesome. I love every single one of you. I can feel the joy and the vibration out of each and every one of you, even through the shifts that are going on and through the vibrations that they're sending through me. And I feel like there's a lot of work going on in the third eye today, even though I talked about the throat chakra earlier, because I feel like there's being some blocks being moved for a lot of people for that right now. So part of that removal and that block is to help you see better so that you can start creating more of that you want to create. It takes our imagination to create that. So start visualizing what it is you want to create, whether it's love, it's happiness, that perfect job, whatever it is that you're looking for. Allow yourself to really stand in that and really start to own that. I'm excited. Woo-hoo! I'm excited for every single one of you. And they also want to mention that the love and the energy and the vibration that's going out today, again, is for your healing, for your connection, so that you can really start following your path, finding your purpose if that's what you're looking for, really finding your joy. That's the most important part, finding your joy. Again, they always bring me back to when I was 13, and I remember standing in my I was standing in my parents' living room, and someone says, well, what do you want to be when you get older? You know, and I think they wanted to know, like, what did I want as a career, or, you know, did I want to be married or whatever. I said, happiness. I want happiness. I want to know what happiness really feels like. I want to know what that really feels like, because, you know, when we feel that happiness for maybe even an hour, 6 hours a day or whatever, let's increase that to 24 hours a day, because it's so much fun, and it just makes everything so much easier in life. It's just fun. So awesome. So I am excited about where everyone's going. Fall is right around the corner. I mean, it's always going to feel like summer here, but some of you out there have fall on the way. So there's a lot of things that are going to start falling in your way. And they're not going to be things that are going to be bad. I feel like they're going to be bad if you think they're bad. But I want you guys to look at things from a different perspective. It's kind of like they are showing me, like, if you look at your situation, whatever life situation you're in right now, they want you to fly above it like a bald eagle, okay? They want you to go above yourself like an eagle. And they want you to start looking at your life from every angle. Look at it from above. Look at it from below. Look at it from the side. Look at it from every angle, and really start to recognize where you stand, what you're doing. And it also helps you look at your patterns. When you look from above, and some of you are probably like, how do you even do that? I'm like, you just imagine it. Just imagine this whole conversation we're having right now. Imagine yourself floating above yourself, looking down at yourself. What does that look like? How does that feel to you? How do you want to change that? How do you want to change yourself? We are all master manifestors right now, so dream big. Start really thinking about what you want and really start creating that, whether it's the job, the love life, children, whatever it is you're looking to start in your life, you know. And I feel like children are playing a big part right now. They want me to bring that up because a lot of them can be challenging and some of them are wide open, but they are all called into your lives for a reason, you know, just like mine. They're two polar opposites. I still love them the same, but they're both teaching me two different lessons. So everything that we're going through in life is helping for us to learn and to advance and to acknowledge where we are and what we want to do. So it's fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Again, they're going to have me tap back into the throat chakra because they kept clogging that up until I brought it up. So it's about clearing that. So people, please stand in your truth. Please really start speaking your truth. Don't try to place blame on people. Just say what your truth is. This is how I feel about this. You know, not because you did this to me or whatever. I feel this way because. You know, it's like, what are you feeling? I want you guys all to own your feelings because I feel like since this Pisces moon that we just had and everything, everyone's a little bit more emotional, and we're trying to release all that. So release, and allow more love in your life, and really start to stand in your truth. And I'm really starting to notice more people coming out on Facebook and out on YouTube and really starting to put their messages out there. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you because it's very important that we start sharing our truth, whether you're sharing it in a book or you're sharing it in a video or you're sharing it on your podcast or whatever you have going on out there, or you're creating a new TV show or you're creating a movie or there's all these messages that are finally getting out there. So get your word out there, share, and stand in love and stand in non-judgment and throw the rest of the ego to the side because we're all love. We're all connected. We all came from the same place. We all share the same air. We all share everything if we just recognize that and start standing in that. So it brings me great excitement to see where we go from here. I have no idea where we're going, but I know it's going to be good because I can feel that, and I trust that. You know, and it took a long time when I first started getting my abilities to be able to trust what I was feeling and what I was feeling or what I was thinking, you know what I mean? Because I was still human, and I'm still human, so I still have that struggle every once in a while. But it's like I like to say, hey, take the brain out for a little while and put it over there on the shelf and just go, what does my heart say? What is my soul telling me to do? What is my guidance telling me? What is my intuition telling me? What are my angels, my guides, my loved ones telling me that I should be doing that I'm not doing so that I can find more joy? Just makes me so happy. And they're all there. Just ask your guides and angels for help. They're ready to communicate. Just slow your mind down so you can hear them, or pay attention to the signs and the symbols that show up while you're there. It's awesome. So I'll tell you guys one more time how you can get a hold of me. Check out my website at IamMelissaParks.com. You can reach me by phone at 941-266-9250. And if you're in Sarasota, stop in Wild Ginger to see me. And Superior Ave. So exciting. You know, it's going to be a fun week. You know why? Because you want it to be fun. And you want everything to be amazing. So just go out and be amazing. Go out and shine, people. Shine. And if things are dulling your shine, what can you do to shine it back up? You know, take out the polishing cloth, polish it off. If you have walls in front of you, take your walls down. Whatever you have from keeping you from shining right now, allow your walls to come down and allow yourself to truly shine and be your magnificent self. And I'm going to close out this week by telling you that I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and bring joy into your lives. And they're vibrating me as I say that. So they want to say they love you, they love you, they love you. We love each other, we love each other, we love each other. Stand in that love, and I'll see you next week. See ya.